Hi, welcome back to part 5 of the Ichimoku Cloud series. We're talking about the Chikou Span today. This is the 5th line on that makes up Ichimoku. Let's bring it up. Let's see what it looks like. And it's this 30 here that we initially put in the setup. That's what it means there. So it's the purple line. It looks a bit strange because it's pushed back 30 periods, in this case 30 days, in the past. So, lagging span, aka the Chikou Span, it's different to the other ones, so it's based on the close of the candle. The other ones are all based on highs and lows and the equilibrium, the middle point between those points on each of those lines. This is the candle close, which is what you want for confirmation of trend or the confirmation of a trade. It gives you that confidence that you're in a good trade and it's going to be successful. Fingers crossed. What you want if you're bullish, you can see here. Let's get rid of this date range. You can see here we have a bullish Chikou. We're closing above price. We haven't got a trade signal from these areas here, but tick 1 of 5. It's good. In the previous sort of months, we've been very bearish. You can see Chikou's been below price. So if Chikou's below, you want to be short. And if Chikou's above price, you want to be looking for longs. Not saying you're long, but you want to be looking for longs. When it's in a price range, let's find a decent area. We're in a price range probably this summer last year. Well, it's kind of bouncing off. So one of the things Chikou gives you is support and resistance. So because it's 30 days in advance, let's take an example of this one here, for example. So on July the 5th, it's telling the Chikou was telling you are at resistance. It's bouncing off the previous close of the candle 30 days in the past. So it's telling you're at resistance level. What you want to see, which we see next, is the Chikou moving through price. Closes above price on this candle. So what else do you have? You have, apart from the cloud, you have bullish signals closing above price. You have a TK cross. You're not officially bullish until you get past this area and until it's the crossover, the Kumu cross, which we covered in part 4. So it's really good for finding support and resistance. People don't use it, but I'll give you. Let's look at today's example and what could happen. We've talked about in part, I think it was 3, about the Kijin possibly doing this coming up. What could what could the Chikou Span do? Well, in previous examples, it finds support, so it could easily do this sort of thing. I'm not saying it is. It'd be amazing if that actually happens like that. So because this is the close of the price, so we can actually shift this and foresee the future. Again, not saying it's going to happen, but we could find Chikou finding support. It's one of its uses, and if we're still above the candles, and this is moving up, they're ticking, and this is moving down, we could get a really good trade, which is probably going to be part 7. We'll actually, in part 6, we'll talk about the confirmation of trades and what you're looking for, and then part 7 will be an edge-to-edge trade, which is coming up now on BTC, hopefully. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. Get rid of my guessing. Should never guess in trading, but good to have a foresight. So current price shifted back 30 days, candle close, which is very important. You want Chikou Span to be above price and or below and not inside. Inside usually means you're in a range and you shouldn't trade, and it is excellent for finding support and resistance. People don't use that function enough. You know, it's finding resistance. It's telling you we are at resistance. Again, I'm just taking a random example. And then 3 days later, Chikou pushes above, closes above. And you have, let's have a look at this. Again, unplanned, sorry, going off subject. You have a bullish cloud, you have a, trying to see, get this exact, probably on this candle, probably on the close of this candle, you'd start to think, oh, we're going to have fun. What's happening in advance? So what sort of trade would that be? I do this a lot, I go off subject. About 20% trade. And when do you get the signal from Chikou to get out? I don't know if I've mentioned it actually. There's actually a get out of jail. You'll be getting out about here. So according to Chikou, look at that, when it dumps, how amazing is that? So Chikou was telling you, when Chikou moves through price, it's if you're in a trade, it's telling you, I'm finding support on the highs of these candles. I'm starting to move through price. Actually, let's go through here. Chikou was telling you, this is a trend change, something's happened, and what happens a few days later is we get a dump. So one of the elements of Chikou, which I didn't know if I mentioned in the text, but it's a get out of jail, get out of the trade. I'm rabbiting on a little bit, but again, in the sum of last year, moving through price, touching the top, finding a little bit of support. This is telling you. So Chikou was telling you on the 23rd of March. Which is 2 months before the crash, something's happening, something's changed. It's moving through price. You've just got so many opportunities from here onwards to when you get the bearish cross to get out of a trade. You've got 72 days to get out of a trade. How much longer do you need? So yeah, that's Chikou, really important, and well, a bit of a summary in the next one. I'll probably just summarise then, but yeah, so that's part 5 of the Ichimoku Cloud series. If you've missed any other parts, you need to watch it because it's important to know how they're all calculated. That's one of the keys, looking at it, and it's just, if you just look at it from a blind perspective, and if you go back to the introduction, it probably just looked like a mess, but it doesn't look like a mess. It shows me exactly what's happened. So yeah, that's Chikou done. Part 5. See you in 6.